Well, hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, one and only AR Legends, and yeah, guys, today I am back with the next part of What if Naruto was neglected by his family and had the powers of Frieza? So, yeah, guys, hopefully, you guys enjoyed the previous part of this series, and if you guys have not seen it, please, guys, check it out. You guys will definitely like it, and yeah, guys, for the next part, the like goal is gonna be let's see about it. 200 likes and 80 comments. Do that and I shall upload the next part as soon as possible. So yeah guys, without any further ado, let us start the video. But before that, I would like to make a request to all of you guys who are watching this video. If you guys are new to the channel or if you guys have not subscribed yet, please guys do so. It would be really appreciated as I want to reach 20k subscribers and you guys subscribing would be really helpful to me. So please guys subscribe to the channel and yeah guys, I have also put the link of my Instagram within the description below as well as the link of my other Naruto channels in which I am uploading videos on daily basis which is none other than Anime N and Anime Triple Two, and the links are in the description below, so please watch it and like it. So without any further ado, let us start the video. Last time we left off as we saw that how Naruto finally challenged the Hokage, the third Hokage, to be the exact, as the council was very happy about it, thinking that how Hiruzen would easily defeat Naruto and then Naruto would be under their thumb, as Hiruzen was also thinking about it, even though it gave a hit to his reputation, but still he would still come out of, you can say, this whole scenario smelling like roses. All the people will think that Naruto, the so-called demon, was getting out of hand and Hokage put him in his own place while still keeping up with his image of a kind old man who had no choice but to put down the so-called demon. Even though Naruto was not exactly the Jinchuriki, he was still important to the future and Naruto would be tied to Hiruzen, thus giving him as well as his clan a advantage as the battle began. But it was, you can say, a solely disappointment for Hiruzen as he was beaten down like trash he was, as Naruto literally destroyed him, and then you can say it made a gigantic blast to destroy Monkey King Enma, as Naruto always hated monkeys for some reason. He despised them, and when he saw Enma, he lost it. He utterly destroyed Monkey King Enma, and even you can say sent Hiruzen to join him into the other world, as most of the people were literally shocked when they saw what actually happened, as they could not believe their eyes as how the third Hokage was defeated in such a manner, as Danzo stepped forward, who was still under the control of Naruto, announcing Naruto to be the new leader of Konoha, while on the other hand council was at utter shock, as well as the Jonins, the Chunins, as well as the Ambo. They did not want Naruto to be the Hokage, but the laws must be followed, while the council has come up with a plan to subdue Naruto to get his secrets and then allow him to voluntarily, you can say, resign from the position under the control of Inuichi. Of course, the council made its plan, while on the other hand, Naruto had his own plans as he decided to confront Itachi, who was keeping an eye on Naruto for some time, as Naruto asked Itachi to join him, but Itachi told him that how Naruto did not had any right to attack Hiruzen and take the position in such a manner, and this will not be tolerated, as Itachi wanted to use the eye of Shisui on Naruto so that Naruto could resign, knowing that it will cause trouble and Naruto should be punished for his crimes. After all, he has attacked the Hokage and even killed him and took his position in such a manner, and such a thing cannot be tolerated, as Itachi did not like it. But of course, Naruto decided to put Itachi in his place, beating him down as Itachi used all of his techniques, Tsukiyomi, Amaterasu, even Susanoo's blade to seal Naruto away, but none of it worked. In the end of the day, Naruto got the Shisui eye, and finally, at his, you can say, scenario of becoming the new Hokage, Naruto used the power of Shisui Eye, upgrading it to the level of his golden power, and now Naruto had complete control of the eye and its power, while on the other hand, whole of Konoha was now under the command of Naruto, to the point that they would rather die, and this illusion is more, you can say, far more powerful than Shisui's. This thing cannot even be dispelled, even with Rine's Sharingan, because Naruto's own power has combined combined with it. So therefore, Naruto has the perfect control of all. So yeah, guys, that was the last part of the series. So if you guys have not seen it, please guys check it out. You guys will definitely like it. So without any further ado, let us start the video. As Naruto was now, you can say, walking in the council room, beside him were all the council members as Naruto decided to take his position as the clan head. The civilian as well as the shinobi council decided to take their places as Naruto looked towards all of them as they were all looking towards Naruto in awe and you can say fear and respect. As Naruto smirked at it, after all, this was all he deserves. As Naruto smirked towards all of them, now then, since I'm the leader of this village, it is about damn time that this, you can say, weak village take a stand and become stronger. After all, it will look bad on me if people of my village are so weak and pathetic. As all the clan heads nodded at that, as Inuichi Yamanaka spoke up, my lord, you are completely right. I have decided to install a regime for my clan's member to increase their powers even further as all the other clan heads nodded at that and decided to, you can say, tell Naruto about their future plans to become even stronger as Naruto smirked at it. As powerful as you guys could get, it is nothing compared to me. So therefore, I have decided to bestow a small portion of my power to my most trusted forces. So therefore, I will see that who is truly worthy of having a fraction of my power. As all the clan heads had, you can say, smiles on their faces. After all, they were eager to get the power from Naruto as well as he was their lord and therefore must be obeyed no matter what. As Naruto smirked at it. As Shikaku Nara spoke up, my lord, what about the Sanins? After all, Jiraiya-sama and Tsunade-sama has been out of the village. As Naruto's eyes narrowed at that, already knowing that Jiraiya and Tsunade would not exactly support him, but it doesn't matter. Whole of Konoha, including each and every child, even an infant, is under the control of Naruto. So therefore, there is literally nothing Jiraiya or Tsunade could actually do about it. But they could cause trouble for him in the future, even though they're weak as insects and he could crush them by stepping on them. They were still a headache and he will take care of them in time. As Naruto nodded at it, it doesn't matter. They are just weaklings and I will take care of them if they become trouble. As for now, I am, you can say, putting this whole village at lockdown. It is time for my forces to become stronger above the level of other villages because I will not stand for such weak forces for other villages to claim that they are equal to me and mine. At this, all the council members nodded at it as not to smirk at it. It was damn time that he started to expand his empire. First thing he had to do is to take care of Fight Daimyo because he's not gonna stand for some civilian who doesn't even have any source of power. If you can say these shinobis at least have their pathetic chakra to become stronger. They were nowhere near as powerful as him, but he's not gonna stand for a weakling of a person who doesn't even have any powers to command him. That's not to scoff at it. It is time that he makes a stand. As Naruto decided to dismiss the council and decided to leave for now, while on the other hand, the toad has already disappeared as Jiraiya was standing in front of Menma. Alright, Menma, you can make a Rasengan with the help of your shadow clone, but it is not, you can say, enough. If you want to master further techniques and further evolutions of the Rasengan, you have to master it with a single hand. So, let us start practicing as Menma nodded and started to do more practice. After all, the time was coming near for him as well as his sister to return back to the village as they have decided to wait for a little longer as Jiraiya nodded, but suddenly he heard, you can say, a puff of smoke nearby as Jiraiya decided to walk towards it, realizing that it was his messenger Toad which he has left behind in Konoha to, you can say, to keep an eye on things as the toad has appeared as Jiraiya raised an eyebrow at that. At the same time, Minato, Kushina and Tsunade has also decided to walk out, sensing a bit of chakra from the summon as Minato looked towards his sensei. Sensei, why is that toad here? After all, if I'm not mistaken, it is to be here in only emergency situations. At this, you can say, Jiraiya nodded, wondering about the situation as he decided to, you can say, call out the Toad, who simply greeted Jiraiya and Minato and decided to open his mouth as the scroll appeared. After he handed the scroll, the Toad simply disappeared as Jiraiya was a bit confused about the, you can say, behavior of the Toad, but shrugged it off as he decided to open the scroll and started to read it as he said, it is some information from Konoha. I do not know what Sensei is thinking, but let's see what it is. As he decided to open the scroll, as Minato also arrived, as he also started to, you can say, look towards Jiraiya, as Jiraiya was getting paler and paler in utter shock as he dropped the scroll, as he was now looking like a ghost, as Tsunade looked towards him. Jiraiya, Baka, what are you doing? As Jiraiya looked towards Tsunade in utter shock, as no word was coming from his mouth, as he said, Tsunade, Sensei, he's dead. At this, everyone eyes widen at that as you can say Kushina started to stutter. What are you talking about? Even though he's old, but he's still quite healthy from the last reports we have gotten from him. At this, Jiraiya shook his head as he grabbed the scroll once again and started to read it. As you can say, Minato was now getting a bit concerned. As he said, it seemed that Sensei was challenged from the position for the position of the Hokage in a death match in which he accepted it, and it seemed that Sensei has lost the match. And in return, he has died, and the new Hokage has been appointed in Konoha. At this, everyone's eyes widened at that, especially Minato, realizing that this was a huge dent in his plans for the future, realizing that now he simply cannot take over the position of the Hokage by going back in Konoha since he was alive and was faking his death. But regardless of the conditions, as third Hokage was still the acting Hokage, so therefore, by the law, the new Hokage overrules the authority of Minato. As Minato gritted his teeth at that, no, he's not gonna take, you can say, hand over the position of the Hokage in such a manner as he gritted his teeth, anger in his eyes as he grabbed the scroll and started to read it. What about the name? There's no name, Sensei. At this, you can say Jiraiya shook his head, summoning Jutsu, as he tried to summon the toad, but it was not arriving here. Something was wrong. As he started to go through hand sign and summon again, this time he summoned, you can say, Ma and Pa, who were a bit confused. But Jiraiya looked towards both of them. Ma, Pa, I want some information. What is going on in Konoha? While on the other hand, Naruto was now sitting in, you can say, in his office as he was simply looking around. This was a bit boring. He wants a bit to have a bit of fun and he will have it no matter what. As he smirked at it and finally he vanished from the place as he arrived at the training ground 7 in which Kakashi was looking towards Sasuke and Sakura and was training both of them when they noticed that Naruto was there as they decided to bow a little. My lord, as Kakashi spoke up, what can I do for you today? As Naruto smirked at it, this was the thing, they should know their place. As Naruto smirked at it, after all, Kakashi was pretty angry and you can say mocking him previously, and now Naruto has put him in his place while beating him down, as well as now he was under his command. As not to smirk at it, well, I'm getting a bit bored, so I decided to start with my own personal team to upgrade your level because it will look bad on me if my own team, a part of which I was used to be, is so weak and pathetic. At this, all of them simply nodded at it as Naruto said, well then, let us begin. Come at me with everything you got, and that is an order. At this, you can say all of them simply nodded and started to, you can say, get in their stances as not to smirk at it. It is gonna be fun. And just like that, after 2 minutes, Kakashi was planted into a gigantic stone which was completely shattered. Sakura was slammed into a tree which was fallen over, while on the other hand, Sasuke's face was planted into the ground as Naruto was standing on his, you can say, body as his foot was on the head on the backside of Sasuke's head as Naruto yawned a little bit. Well, it was at least warm up. So now he's gonna have a bit of more fun as Naruto's hands started to glow with pink energy as he looked towards semi-conscious form of Kakashi as he released a bit of his energy was slammed into Kakashi, completely healing him. As Kakashi's eyes suddenly snapped open, his Sharingan spin for a moment and turned into a small shade of pink. While on the other hand, Naruto did the same thing with Sakura and Sasuke as Sasuke's Sharingan started to evolve to Tomo easily as Naruto smirked at it as he said, "Now then, let us begin again. After all, I will beat each and every one of you to the point that you exceed your limit, and with the help of my powers, I will be able to make you advance at a rapid rate. Soon enough, Kakashi, you will reach the level of a cage, and I want both of you to be at least the level of a Jonin. Otherwise, you will be, you can say, a bad reflection on me, and I will not allow it. So let us begin again, and this time, do not disappoint me," as all of them simply nodded at that as Sasuke was happy about it, as well as Sakura, as both of them had beaming smiles on their faces as Kakashi was on his knees. "My lord, you have bestowed upon us your power, and rest assured, we will not betray you and will always be loyal to you and you alone. And I have something to tell you, my lord." At this, Naruto raised an eyebrow at Kakashi. "Oh, really now? And what is this so called information?" As Kakashi hesitated a little bit, which Naruto's eyes narrowed at it. After all, he doesn't like people who hide things from him. As Kakashi gulped a little, "Well, my lord, the fourth Hokage is actually still alive." At this, you can say Sasuke and Sakura's eyes widened at that as Naruto raised an eyebrow at it. After all, even Danzo did not knew this information. Damn it, he should have gotten some information from Hiruzen before killing him, but for some reason he was so damn angry after seeing that damn monkey. As Naruto's blood started to boil at it, but he calmed himself down as he looked towards Kakashi. As he grabbed Kakashi by the shoulder and vanished in a blur and arrived within the office as Danzo was already present there. As Naruto looked towards Danzo, who was doing paperwork for Naruto, of course. As Naruto looked towards Danzo, what do you know about the fourth Hokage? As Danzo looked towards Naruto, "My lord, the only thing I know about the fourth Hokage is that is the general information that you can find within the, you can say, Hokage archives, but he has been dead for over 13 years." As Naruto's eyes narrowed at it, "So why does Kakashi tells me that the fourth Hokage is still alive?" At this, Danzo's eyes widened at that, realizing that Hiruzen has been hiding such a big secret, if it is possible. As he looked towards Naruto and showing an expression saying that how he did not knew anything about it. As Naruto looked towards Kakashi, "Now spill the beans, Kakashi. Where is he?" At this, Kakashi nodded. "Well, my lord, well, I do not know if you know it or not, but you are actually the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, the fourth Hokage, and Red Heart Habanoro." At this, Naruto raised an eyebrow at that. To be honest, he never cared much about his parents and never thought much about them. But now listening that how he was the son of the fourth Hokage, but Naruto simply shrugged at it. After all, from the things he has learned, his so-called father did not have the same powers as him. So he was in his eyes, he was just a weakling, but he will decided to humor it. After all, he wants to know about everything. Where was he? Actually, as Kakashi decided to speak up, "At your birth, the QB was actually sealed inside of your, you can say, twin siblings Menma and Maruko, and you are the oldest of the three, as the QB was sealed inside of them. So they came up with a plan that they should train them to harness the power of the beast. But realizing that Konoha needs to show a strong front, they came up with the plan that since you are the oldest, so therefore you should protect your younger siblings and take the blame for the QB attack on yourself. So they decided to leave you here while spreading the rumors that how you are the Jinchuriki, while in reality you do not have the power not the soul of the QB sealed inside of you." As Naruto thought it for some time. To be honest, now he realizing that how much of a trash both of them were. But soon enough, he will put them in their place as they look towards. "And what other plans they had for me?" As Kakashi was silent for a moment but decided to speak. After all, Naruto was his lord and therefore he cannot disobey him in whatsoever fashion. At this, you can say Kakashi decided to speak up. "Well, my lord, They had decided to put you as the side branch member of the Namakaze clan under the control of Menma Namakaze, who shall become the next Hokage as well as the clan head. While on the other hand, they had decided to teach you some minor, you can say ninjutsu, as well as some, you can say minor defensive taijutsu, so that you can support Menma and Naruto in the future. As the great Elder Toad Sage has, you can say, declared that Man Naruto will be the savior of the elemental nations as Naruto raised an eyebrow at it. But he decided to look down as he started to chuckle and then burst into laughter as he said, so those two trash had the audacity to think that they have the right to decide how much stronger I will get in the future as he started to laugh even further. As Naruto looked towards Danzo, tell me, Danzo, if you have ever heard a more funny joke than that, as Naruto scoffed at it. Huh, well then, if they are truly there, then they will know their place soon enough. It would be a lot better if they were here when I use the power of the eye, but it doesn't matter. Soon enough, I will put them in their place. What is the exact location, Kakashi? As Kakashi shook his head, I do not have that information, my lord. But I can tell you that Jiraiya and Tsunade are with them. As not to smirk at it, or really now. I have a way to get to Jiraiya as well as my dearest father. I think that it is time that we have a little chat with this great elder toad sage, as not to smirk at it, as he stood up and started to, you can say, walk outside of the office as he started to fly into the sky, as he closes his eyes and started to connect with the nature, as he has sensed this power and read some things about the sage more from the summons, and now he started to sense the connection of the nature where the nature energy is more adamant as not to smirk at it. A small, you can say, hole was present into the dimension of the doors. He can get there if he so desire. And just like that, his energy burst from his body as he started to fly at hyper sonic speeds, and within seconds he has arrived to the location, to the small pond that was present there, connecting the dimension of the doors to the human world. And just like that, Naruto has entered into it, while inside of the Toad clan the entrance was guarded, you can say guarded, with two high fighting style toads as well as all across the toad world. The things were peaceful for the moment as all of them were doing things, but suddenly the whole toad clan and their realm started to shake violently, and just like that, the entrance exploded as two toads who were there to protect it from any invader, either from the human world or from other, you can say, summoning realms, suddenly were blasted away as Naruto erupted from the place, as he could sense it, that nature energy was abundant here, but it doesn't matter to him, as he looked around to see that the toads were already gathering ready to fight him off, as Naruto smirked at it. Huh, well, it seemed that the toads wants to protect the precious home. How cute! As Naruto moved his hand as the explosion erupted from his hand, destroying, you can say, all the toads that were ready to attack Naruto into oblivion. As Naruto laughed as he started to walk inside of the toad realm, as many of the toads has already started to gather, while on the other hand, great at the toad stage, which was sleeping, suddenly his eyes widened. He had a vision of burning. Each and everything was burned down in the realms of the toads, as that was a nightmare, not a vision, as he looked around to see that his, you can say, other students, Ma and Pa, were meditating as he looked towards both of them. Ma, Pa, I think that our Toad clan is in danger. I just have a premonition of an invader. But before he could complete his sentence, a boom could be heard across the main section of the Toad clan. At this, both Ma and Pa's eyes widened as they realized that someone has attacked their realm. We have to protect it no matter what. At this, Pa spoke up. We have to contact Jiraiya boy as Ma nodded, but the great Altitude says spoke up. No, we cannot contact him. He shouldn't be here. At this, both Ma and Pa looked towards the great Altitude sage. What do you mean by that? As you can say Great Elder Toad said, shook his head. Jiraiya is important for the future. Even if we have to sacrifice our life, we will do so. But Jiraiya shouldn't be here because if he were to arrive here, he will die. At this, both Ma and Pa's eyes widened, realizing the dire situation they were in. They have to evacuate the younger generation as soon as possible. As they quickly nodded at that, while on the other hand, Naruto was having the fun of his, you can say, life. As he was blasting towards left and right, they were trying their best as suddenly his sword slammed into the place where he was, but Naruto grabbed the sword and crushed it within seconds, as it was a gigantic sword of Gamabunta, who was, you can say, as Gamabunta took a step back as he glared towards Naruto. Who are you? And why did you attack our clan? As Naruto looked towards him as he started to laugh. Well, who am I? I am Lord Naruto, the Hokage and the leader of Konoha. At this, you can say Gamabunta's eyes widened at that. What do you mean that you're the leader of Konoha? As far as I remember, Hiruzen Sarutobi is the leader. And Naruto started to laugh as he said, it seemed that you did not hear things from your ape clan. As Naruto spat at the name of ape, Hiruzen Sarutobi is dead in a death match against me. I am Naruto Uzumaki and I am the leader of Konoha now. At this, you can say Gamabunta's eyes widen after realizing that who this kid actually was. As he said, Uzumaki, you say. So you're the son of Minato. As Naruto spat at that, I'm no son of his. He's just a weakling, and soon enough, I will take care of him. But it doesn't matter to you, Toad. After all, from Konoha, your clan has been deemed, you can say, expendable, and your usefulness has come to an end. So therefore, there is only one thing for you to do, and that is die. At this, Naruto pointed his finger towards Gamabunta. As before Gamabunta could say anything, a beam literally shot through his body from his lower part to the upper head, and just like that, Gamabunta, before he could say anything, was dead as Naruto smirked at him. As Naruto looked towards the other toads who were now utterly scared, as Naruto smirked, as he said, well then, let's begin. And Naruto pointed his finger towards all of them as energy beams started to shoot from his fingers, killing towards left and right. Suddenly, Naruto jumped back as you can say, a sonic beam slammed into the place where he was standing before. As Naruto smirked, as two toads appeared in front of him, as these were none other than Ma and Pa. As you can say, Pa spoke up, evacuate the civilian as well as the other toads. Now, reverse summon them to the place of Jiraiya boy. As all of them nodded and decided to do their own thing to prepare the reverse summoning circle, while on the other hand, Naruto smirked at them. Well, that was a honorable thing, if I must say. So, for that, I will allow you to choose how you will die. At this, Pa looked towards him. You are one of the chosen child of the destiny. Why are you doing this? As Naruto said, a chosen child, you say? Ha, well, such things doesn't matter to me. The only thing I want is to rule, and your clan has annoyed me. So, therefore, as the leader of Konoha, I have decided to, you can say, get rid of your pathetic clan. After all, it is a ritual for the, you can say, the leaders to evacuate at least one clan. As Naruto smirked at that, while on the other hand, Ma and Pa looked towards each other and started to use the power of Sage Mode to increase their powers, while on the other hand, the Toads were still running toward the reverse summoning circle, which will reverse summon them to the, you can say, current summoner and the holder of the scroll of the clan. As Naruto laughed, and just like that, after 30 seconds, both Ma and Pa were dead. As Naruto was now walking towards the Great Hall, where the Great Elder Toad Sage was residing. As Naruto entered into it, as he saw that the Great Elder Toad Sage was, you can say, bedridden and was looking towards him. As Naruto gave a smirk to the Great Old Toad Sage, as while on the other hand, the Old Toad Sage was looking towards Naruto in utter shock and horror at the fear which was radiating from his body. Naruto could actually sense it from the eyes of the Toad, as Naruto was something that shouldn't exist in this world. No, as if it doesn't even belong to this reality. The power he was sensing, it was like an ocean. While on the other hand, even the 10 tails would be nothing but a drop inside of it. That was the kind of power Naruto held in his body, and such kind of power doesn't belong in their world. As Naruto looked towards him, you seem scared, Toad Sage. After all, why should you be scared of me from the things I have heard about it? After all, you have deemed me to be the side member of the family, nothing much important to your so-called premonition. So do tell me, what was that so-called premonition? Because I am intrigued. At this, the great altitude sage didn't know what to say about it. After all, from the premonition he has seen, it was supposed to be against the Jubi, as Naruto, Menma, and Naruto were supposed to work together to beat down the Jubi and stop the revival, or if Kaguya was revived to see her away once again. As you can say, he was now stuttering, wanted to say something, but Naruto was getting annoyed, and just like that, a beam of energy shot from his finger, slamming into the shoulder of the Toad, who hissed out in pain. Speak up, Toad. I do not have much time for weaklings such as yourself, so I will not ask again. At this, the Toad sage gulped a little, but decided to spoke about the premonition he has seen, about the history of the shinobi world, the Jubi, about everything. As Naruto was a bit bored about it, but this whole Otsusuke intrigued him. Maybe in the future, when he decides to expand his empire to the other worlds, he will hunt those, you can say, pesky creatures down to show them that he was their superior and they were nothing but ants compared to him. And Naruto liked that thought as Naruto laughed at it. So that was your premonition. At this, the great Altitude Sage nodded at that. You do not belong in this world. As Naruto raised an eyebrow at that. What do you mean by that? At this, the great Altitude Sage spoke up. The power you have doesn't belong in this dimension, in this universe, in this reality. At this, Naruto smirked at it. After all, he does know some things about his power. He has sometimes visions about it, but he decided to ignore them mostly. But it was mostly knowledge how to use his powers. While on the other hand, Naruto smirked at it. So you believe that my power is so superior that no one in this dimension could actually challenge me. As Naruto started to laugh at it, you're right about it. After all, I am the most superior one here, and you are nothing but hindrance in my way. But do not worry, soon enough I will send your other summoners to meet you in the other dimension, in the other world. So die. As Naruto pointed his hand towards him as a beam of energy erupted from it, engulfing the great elder toad sage, while on the other hand, the reverse summoning circle has just activated as all the toads has simply disappeared from the world of the Toad clan as great elder toad sage closes his eyes, you can say, while muttering a prayer for Jiraiya and Minato, because Naruto was the greatest evil, the greatest threat to the elemental nations ever founded. Not even Kaguya or Ten Tails came nowhere near to it. While on the other hand, you can say far away in another dimension, two Rinnegan eyes suddenly snapped open as this figure was sweating all over his body as it was none other than the Sage of Six Path. What is this? Great Aldator Sage has just died. What is going on here? What is that power and why can't I see it clearly? While on the other hand, Naruto started to laugh as he said, this whole plane, as he started to fly into the air, as energy has started to gather in his hand, as a gigantic ball has started to appear, while on the other hand, Jiraiya was trying to get information from his spies what is going on in Konoha, but all of his spies that were held in Konoha were not responding to him. He doesn't know what exactly is going on here. It seemed that he has to go there personally to get the information because his spies were not responding to him. While on the other hand, before Jiraiya could say anything, suddenly a summoning circle started to appear around the nearby place as Jiraiya quickly jumped into the place, while on the other hand Minato also appeared, already sensing the connection with the doors, and just like that there were at least you can say 60 doors, all small, same size of you can say Gamakichi has appeared into the circle as Jiraiya was a bit confused, as all of them looked scared as you can say Gamakichi, the leader of it, stepped forward. Jiraiya-sama, you have to help us. At this, you can say Jiraiya was a bit confused. What was going on here? As Gamakichi, you can say, was panting hard as he looked towards Jiraiya. And then towards Minato, as it said, we, the Toad clan, has been attacked. At this, both Minato and Jiraiya's eyes widened, realizing that what is going on here. As Jiraiya spoke up, what do you mean that it has been attacked? Which other summon has dared to attack the Toads while they know that I am their summoner? Who is it? Is that damn snake Orochimaru? At this, you can say Gamakichi shook his head, I do not know. But it is not a summon or any other summon, it is a human. He has arrived from the place of the human realm. You can say gate to the realm of the Toads, and he had destroyed everything. Even the great old Toad sage as well as Ma and Pa were fighting him before we came here. He even killed my father. At this, Gamapichi started to cry a little bit, while on the time Minato and Jiraiya's eyes widened as Jiraiya suddenly his expression changed into hatred and anger. Who could have done something like this? Gamabunta has been there for him. He has been there since he was just a child, and he has seen Gamabunta who when he was no, you can say older than his fort as he greeted his state. It doesn't matter who it is, he's gonna find them, he's gonna kill them all. As he started to go through Hansen's reverse summoning jutsu before Minato could say anything, as the summoning circle started to appear, while on the other hand side Naruto threw the ball as of energy which slammed into the dimension of the Toad clan, and just like that as a gigantic explosion took place as Naruto was laughing over it all, as the whole dimension was literally destroyed, as Jiraiya's summoning circle was suddenly blasted over, as Jiraiya couldn't understand. His hand was now you can say smoking as he looked down as he was cancelled out, as if the dimension itself has rejected him, as he couldn't understand, as Minato was also confused as he started to go through hand sign. No matter what, he will also protect the Toad clan. After all, they has been there for him for such a long time. So he started to go through hand sign, trying to reverse summon himself into the world of the Toads, but it was not working, as he got the same reaction as Jiraiya was trying to understand what is going on here. As his eyes widened, as he started to open the, you can say, contract with the doors, and just like that, he saw the handwriting which was getting dull and dull. And suddenly it turned into red and disappeared. As Jiraiya's eyes widened, it could only mean one thing: the dimension where the toads reside, and the contract which was made with them doesn't exist anymore because all of them were dead. As Jiraiya couldn't understand it, it was beyond his comprehension. He was now on his, you can say, butt, wondering what is going on here, as tears were already coming to his eyes by the loss of his teachers such as Ma and Pa, the great editor sage, as well as his old friend Gamabunta, as Minato was also saddened by it, realizing that what could have done and what could have, you can say, happened to the Toad clan, while on the other hand, all the Toads were now crying, realizing that how their realm was literally destroyed. If the contract has also disappeared, which means that they can no longer return to the realm because it doesn't exist anymore. While on the other hand, Naruto has appeared from the pond as he simply smirked at that. Well, he has taken care of the great Elder Toad sage, who has the audacity to tell him what he should do, is not to scoff at it. Now he has gotten some information about his new powers as well. So it is time for him to return to Konoha and get ready for his first conquest, and that would be Fire Nation. At this, as Naruto smirked at that as he has finally arrived to Konoha, as now he was standing in front of Danzo and the elders gathered all the shinobi forces from Chunin, from the Genin to the Ambo. I want them all gathered in the training ground of the Hokage, as all of the elders nodded, as well as the Jonin as well as the other Jonin council. And just like that, all the, you can say, shinobi forces has been gathered into the Hokage's training ground as Naruto looked towards all of them as they started to fly into the air, and just like that, his body exploded with energy as his aura erupted from his body. The pressure, it was so immense that all the shinobi forces were now on their knees, couldn't understand and withheld such a pressure as Naruto smirked at them. See, can't you see it? You guys cannot even stand my aura, my pressure, my power. How can you stand and say that you belong to my forces and belong to something which is mine? If you cannot handle this pathetic amount of my power, I could have killed Hiruzen and Saitobi with my pressure alone, pressure of my power, but I decided to have a bit of fun with him. Do not think even for a moment that that is the limit of my power. So, from this day on, you guys will train with me. I will train each and every one of you personally to the point that you can guys can handle at least a fraction of my power, because I do not want a single shinobi in this village who is not on the level of at least elite jonin, if not cage level. And rest assured, I will personally see to it that my forces are beyond anything the elemental nations have seen ever. Even Madara and Hashirama would be nothing but old stories compared to my name. At this, all the, you can say, shinobi forces nodded. After all, Naruto was the leader, their lord, their commander. As not to smirk at it, so prove to me that you guys are actually worthy of having a fraction of my power. And if you guys can impress me, I will bestow my power upon you. So rise above the occasion and show me your might. At this, all the forces nodded as Naruto started to go through hand sign as a gigantic barrier appeared, as the whole place started to change color into pure white as the gravity increased. As not a smirk at it, this was the thing he was working on. He has teleported a small fraction of a dimension here where the time moves differently. As not a smirk at it. So we will train here for 6 months. That would be at least 12 hours in the outside world where I will train you guys personally. Do not worry. My power and the seals I have placed here will allow you guys to maintain your body conditions. So let us begin. So that when the time comes, you guys do not embarrass me with your weaknesses. As all of them simply nodded, and that started to separate across this unknown dimension and start their training. As not to smirk at it. After all, he will not stand for having weak people to have represent him. Naruto will never stand for it. While on the other hand, all the forces were now training as Minato and Jiraiya and Tsunade and Kushina were saddened for the loss of the Toad clan, but Jiraiya was not resting. He was, you can say, trying to get more and more information who could have done something like this, because only Jiraiya was the one who has known about the secret entrance to the Toad clan from the human world. Even Minato did not know the exact location of it. So who could have found such an information and did something like this? He was already contacting, you can say, his spies to the other nations, wanted to know who could have done such a thing, and when he will get his hands on him, he will kill them personally. He already had a list of, you can say, suspected people. After all, it could be one of the members of the Akatsuki, if not the leader of the Akatsuki, or he could be the one who released the QB at the night of the, you can say, birth of Menma and Naruto. He will find them no matter what. While on the other hand, Menma and Naruto were saddened by it all. After all, they were also signed to the Toad clan. But now, since they were dead, they only have the Slug clan as their summoning animal. While on the other hand, Naruto was finally looking down towards his shinobi. He has shared a bit of his energy with them, and he could already feel their progress. They were getting stronger and stronger by the day, and soon enough his forces would be strong enough to conquer this planet, and afterward he will go into the other worlds, and for that he needs strong people under his command. After all, the other, you can say, planet's people are far stronger than these weaklings, and he will have it all no matter what. So yeah guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this part. For the next part, the like goal is going to be, let's see, about 200 likes, 80 comments, and you can say please guys like the video, share it, and do comment in the comment section so that it will motivate me to make more videos as quick as possible. So yeah guys, and do watch my other channels in which I upload videos on daily basis. So please guys, watch it, like it, subscribe it, and do comment in the comment section. So please guys, see you soon and take care of yourself. Peace.